week on ChronicleFeed, we covered the historical attack on Pearl Harbor. You look enthralled. You look excited.
I can't wait.
I think you're about to have your mind blown.
We'll see.
Okay, cool. Let's get into it. It is known that the United States was at peace with the nation of Japan. Previously in the 1800s, the United States really wanted to trade with Japan. They kept attempting to be allies with them, yet all their attempts were unsuccessful. Finally, in the 1900s, Japan allied with the US.
That seems like a bad idea.
Oh, lolsies! Continuing on. Let's now go back to the year 1931, when Japan first started showing aggression. They attacked China while seeking raw materials to fuel its industry. Not to mention how Japan was not friends with China while America was allies with the Chinese. Before the attack on Pearl Harbor, America had stopped sharing oil with Japan. This caused Japan to be upset towards them. China and America's friendship also led to the attack of Pearl Harbor due to a possibility of America attacking Japan. By 1937, Japan controlled large parts of China. This year was also the year when China decided to fight back and resist any further attacks from Japanese troops. Meanwhile, in Europe, more war is sparking. Germany is currently 2 years into their own war while trying to imprison all Jews while invading all of Europe.
Wow, that's a lot to take in. Very cool. I always knew that China and Japan had it out for each other.
Yeah, a lot of war and attacking.
It seems like the world's not doing so good right now.
It seems like a bad idea. Anyways, it is now 1941 and Japan is still in their Pacific War, and US President Roosevelt was trying to stay out of the World War II due to their experiences in the Great War. To their surprise, Japan has been planning a surprise that will certainly give America an excuse to fight. For the past year or two, Japanese Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto had been brainstorming ideas on how to weaken the US. They were scared that the US would join their war and that Japan would lose. One important piece of information that I forgot to add is that the US removed their alliance with Japan in 1939. America was definitely expecting some sort of attack, but did not know when.
Wait till you find out that the Japanese admiral kept a journal of why he wanted to bomb Pearl Harbor just in case he got interviewed.
It was 1941, the morning of 7th of December, located in Oahu, Hawaii, which was not yet made a state until 1959. At about roughly 8 a.m. on a Sunday, a squadron of Japanese fighter planes hovered over Hawaii. Several bombs poured over which damaged or destroyed the ships or docks. One of these bombs being an 1,800-pound bomb which landed on the deck of the battleship USS Arizona. More than 20 American naval vessels and over 300 planes were destroyed. This also managed to hit 8 battleships, those being the USS Oklahoma, Arizona, California, West Virginia, Utah, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Nevada. All but USS Arizona and USS Utah were repaired. Memorials are still here today. The USS Arizona is known to be spilling oil which can be seen from the surface. We call those tears of Arizona, or the Black Tears. To add on, the USS Oklahoma was brought back to the States to salvage it just for it to sink on the way there. More than 2,400 Americans died in the attack, which also included civilians. 1,000 people ended up injured. The next day, President Roosevelt gave a speech, better known as the Day of Infamy speech, which was given on December 8, 1941. He later asked Congress to join the war. This drove America to fight in World War II till September 2, 1945. This had also started off patriotism in the United States. It was said that if it had embalmed to come together in a sense of unity, they made slogans such as, "Come on, gang, we're building arms for victory. Together we can do it. Keep 'em firing." Those slogans did not force people to work under the war effort. It was a continuous reminder that Americans needed to unite under the same cause. They helped by doing jobs, but they didn't do jobs for a wage, but also doing it because they believed in the country and wanted to show what the US is capable of. A quote said by someone was, "It was totally a new experience, a new atmosphere in the country." But going back to 1945, the war in Europe had ended. The Japanese are known to never surrender. Using brute force, America had dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan. 6 days later, Japan surrendered as of August 15th, 1945.
Wow! That's too much information.
Yep. Shortly after the war, Japan started to adapt to Western culture. Two soldiers emerged from the jungle. These soldiers had still believed the war was going on, so they went on to hiding, completely unaware that the war ended 60 years ago, along with a Japanese escapee who hid in a cave for 2 years after escaping 4 times, decided that it was best to find his wife and daughter. Once he found his way into the city, he was shocked of all the English writing and seeing Japanese girls with American soldiers. Also, to add on, Japanese were known to be wearing traditional clothing, but years later after the war, Western food and clothing had also affected them, such as jeans becoming popular. While in America, Japan had also influenced them as well. Popular video games like Mario had been created in Japan as well as anime. But he's an Italian man, right?
Yes, but it's like how we make movies of different cultures here.
Also, I have to add, once my friend locked me in my own house and made me watch anime, so thank you, Japan. Also, it is said that Darth Vader was also influenced by Japan, by adding samurai influences to it. Along with that, they include famous and popular foods like ramen.